driven Sammy Baugh, though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the game between the Washington Redskins and the Cleveland Browns. Who's going to get cut? This and much more live with Aaron and John.
The Browns.
The Browns. Yo. What's up, John?
It was
Excellent.
Welcome, everybody. Harry Hog Football, episode number 579, in which we get to talk about a preseason football game.
yeah.
We
We just got a message from CJack17 in our Discord room. Yo, what's up, y'all?
Oh, did we? Because it did not come into our chat room over here, so that's messed up already.
Oh no.
As much as I've worked on this thing,
We actually worked on it earlier today.
and it worked fine, so I don't know why that didn't come through. Well, that sucks. As usual, it sucks. As usual, something did not work on Harry. Oh, I think I know why it didn't come through. I think I have to actually be in the peanut gallery in here for it to work.
Maybe that.
Let me try it now. Yo. There it is. Now
There it
I
is.
fixed it. Hey,
Yeah.
things are looking up. Just like some other person fixed something on the field. And that brings me to the first person I'm going to talk about randomly. Casimir, my cousin. Casimir
Allen. Allen Cuz.
The Allen Cuz, man. This dude, all right. I don't know how many returns he had. You might have the stats in front of you, but he had.
Dude, that's Josh's job, man. That's not my job.
Josh cut himself.
Oh, that's right. All right. Who are we talking about?
Casimir Allen. I want his stats because at first I was like, this dude needs to run like straightforward, and then Brian Mitchell said the same thing like right after I did, and I was like, yes, he's running like 50 yards sideways, and then he got like 1 yard or something, and I was like, okay. Dax Milne gets 4 yards to carry or return. This guy got 1, but he ran 50. But by like the second or third run back, he had a good return. What's his stat line? Were you able to find it?
Well, I have their stat lines for I have just stat lines for defensive back, and I have their for wide receiver, and I have their stat lines on.
Give me the ones for return man, because they're not making this team as wide receiver. They're making it as return man.
Well, Casimir Allen as a kick returner, 2 returns for 41 yards, longest was 25. As a punt returner, 2 punts for 24 yards, the long was 14.
And what about Dax?
There are no
two for
stats
4?
for Dax.
There
There are no stats for Dax.
Because he didn't return it. I think
Exactly.
didn't he like catch it and like step out of bounds with it, if I remember correctly?
I don't know, dude, because half the game for me was just this blurry, like trippy little like fingers across the screen, people like talking like that, the screen being all wompy and everything, and then like cutting off for like 25 minutes.
You were texting me about that.
Channel 3.
You were like, "What happened to the feed?" And I'm like, "I don't know, dude. I'm not on your legal feed. Mine looks fine."
Yeah, mine was the legal feed.
Yeah, I was watching NBC4 DC while in Louisville. Anyway,
Right. As far as receptions, Casimir Allen had 1 reception on 1 target for 0 yards. Dax Milne had 1 reception on 1 target for 13 yards.
Oh, he beat 4 yards. Dang.
But dude, don't forget Mitchell Tinsley, 1 reception for 26 yards.
That was in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
We're talking about return men. You know we're starting this podcast talking about return men. Not, I mean, come on. What other shows are going to talk about the return man straight up?
Because, I mean, Howell was fine. Howell was fine as quarterback.
Dax is cut. Now, let me test this. Dax, you know where he needs to go? He needs to go to Dallas.
Wait. Oh, no.
Dudes, I set this up so that if I ever say Dallas, it pops up on the screen for a half a second. It's the little things in life. Dallas. Anyway, welcome to everybody in the chat room at Discord and our friends in YouTube. We got, let's see, CJack17 in there. We got 3 Pete. We got DJ Cool 4 over in the YouTube room. CJack17 hasn't been around in a few weeks, has he? I don't know. I haven't seen him. Oh, let me say this. We have another little treat for our friends over like DJ Cool 4. If you're in the chat room on YouTube, if you put in like a bunch of emojis and hit enter, see what happens on our screen. It's pretty sweet. It's some bling bling for the podcast, but it only works on the YouTube chat. So anyway, we'll see if he does it because he's the only one in the YouTube room. Anyway, yeah, Dax Milne, dude, in all seriousness, I think he's done. Like this Casimir, John, they don't work in Discord. I told you it has to be on YouTube.
That's right. My bad.
It has to be on YouTube.
You have to do it in the YouTube.
There they are. We see the flying hands. Now DJ Cool 4 has a new toy. And Brock Taylor has a new toy. There they go. Welcome Brock Taylor to the game. I mean, the podcast. Uh-oh, I lost John. What the heck? I lost John. He's gone. Where'd he go? Oh my gosh. Right when we get all this new technology, he's like gone. So anyway, this is going to be weird by myself. Oh wait, he's popping. What happened? You're back.
I've been cut off.
I was like, where's John? I can't do this by myself. I need someone to hold my hand. I don't know what happened. It's like you just left.
Well, we've got thunderstorms coming through, so.
Oh. I wiggled a bunch of wires this week to try to get this to work properly. And I got this nice toy for Brock Taylor and DJ Cool 4 over there. And we have the chat war. Wait. The chat war down in the corner between Discord and YouTube. Oh, it's tied now. Johnny Cassidy.
Oh, yeah.
AKA 3 Pete is in both rooms again. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get back to talking about important things like Dax Milne. He's cut, dude.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Dax Milne.
Oh, dude, you're still talking about him?
Is there a reason to keep him around? He's becoming the new Trap. Troy Apke.
I don't even know if he's going to be that guy. Speaking of someone who needs to be cut.
Who?
Double super cut. Good Lord.
Wiley or Troy Apke?
Yes.
Troy Apke is cut. Oh, he's on the IR.
He's on the IR, but he can be back. He can come back. But yeah, dude. We're talking about returners, receivers. But again, we haven't really talked about Howe yet because we don't really need to talk about him that much. He wasn't terrible. He wasn't fantastic. We'll see how much he, just even watching this game, you can see him like kind of going along and kind of figuring stuff out. But he's definitely not like shrinking from the job. Like he's all for it.
I beg to differ, dude. I thought he was fantastic. I mean, he moved. He had some awareness. He looked down the field and still threw the ball. He had he threw the ball on like a rope. Like we're so used to quarterbacks that like every time you throw the ball, it just looks like it may or may not get to where it's intended
looks like
to go.
Someone shoots a duck out of the air.
this dude, like you were like, oh, that, like Heineke. Sometimes you'd be like, oh, this dude throws the ball and it goes where he wants it to go. Like he put like that one to Jahan Dotson, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was getting me excited to watch him play now. The last 3 times we've seen him, preseason, Dallas, and then against the Browns, he's looked like a professional quarterback. Not some
Yeah.
I said Dallas again.
It didn't do it that time.
It didn't. It only does it sometimes. Maybe
We
because
got
3 Pete's up there.
We
What were you
had
saying?
so many receivers that caught in this game. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people received the ball in this game. 14.
I think Howell hit like 10 dudes, if I'm not mistaken.
So who are we going to I don't know. The next game coming up on Monday Night Football versus the Ravens, who apparently we had some interesting problems with at the practice day. I believe Danny Johnson got body slammed by some dudes.
And Emmanuel Forbes. I saw the Twitter X video of him getting into a little skirmish. Is that the right word? I never say it right. Got into a little. I always say squirmish. He got into a squirmish. He got into a squirmish against a wide receiver that kind of slapped him in his helmet, and then he slapped him in his helmet because they're fighting when dudes have helmets on. They look like helmet hitting, helmet slapping, helmet slaps.
And then Deron Payne came in and everybody stopped. Pretty much.
I didn't notice that Deron Payne came in, but that's pretty hilarious.
That was pretty much the end of it. He was just like, oh, you guys want to throw down? I'll throw down.
I wouldn't mess with that dude. He just has this like quiet, but I'm going to kick your butt demeanor where you just don't want to mess with him, or else he'll just destroy you. Just destroy
like,
you.
Sit right next to you and just like randomly kick you in the butt, trying to like get you to like fall forward on your face or something. And he'd be like, huh, huh, huh. Like he seems like that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Led defensive tackles and sacks last year. Let's see what happens this year. Oh, I'm so pumped. Oh,
I'm super pumped. Let's talk about the game. First drive when the Browns had the ball and our first team defense was in there. What was your just overall feeling during those first 5 or so plays?
Oh, the first 5 or so plays, it was just kind of like, what's going on here? It looked a little bit jumpy on the field.
It looked like they had butter on their hands to me. I mean, I know it was raining, so maybe that was it, but
it was raining a lot because they had to. Part of the problem with the game is that they had to postpone it for over an hour at the beginning. So at the end of the game, I mean, I fell asleep. It was so late.
Yeah.
So, but once they got through all that and the rain let up a little bit, and they seemed to do really well.
Yeah.
I mean, Jacoby Brissett looked fine. The only thing that really concerned me when Jacoby Brissett was in as well was Wiley.
Dude, Wiley sucks. They're talking about the chat war. It's not how many people are watching or listening. It's how many chats you've done in the last 5 minutes. How many chatters there have been in the last 5 minutes. Anyway, I don't know if every time you chat it goes up 1 or every time a new person chats. Not sure. Anyway, dude, Wiley, let's talk about this. Like, I think Hal was awesome.
Before you start everything.
Okay.
This was one game. He was in for like 3 series.
Okay. Yes. So take everything.
First preseason game. So don't freak out. There's people online who are freaking out like it's the end of the world as we know it, and they don't feel fine.
With Wiley? Well, I brought up that stat. It was in the Discord room.
Oh yeah, dude, you did.
I got to go find it.
He was one of the lowest guys on for giving up sacks last year.
Yeah, hold on. I'm scrolling back in there right now.
Now to counter that, he was like perfect in the Super Bowl, so he can do it.
Yeah.
And I know on one of the 2 sacks that he gave up, not the one in the end zone that gave up safety, but the other one, they said something about it being a missed assignment instead of like someone just missed the wrong person. So, I mean, like I said, it's the first game. Relax, everybody.
I mean, we'll give him one more week. If he consistently does this, though, he's going to get...
He's going to get the odd body cut.
He's going to get the cut of the week. I mean, we don't... But if we do cut him, who's coming in instead of him? It's not like we have...
we got Sam Cosmi next to him.
It's not like we have a plethora of dudes sitting in the wings waiting to come play offensive line for us there. I can't find that stat, but I'm going to sum it up and I'm going to BR it the best way I can. It was basically something like out of the 90 qualifying offensive linemen last year, he was like 86th in giving up sacks or
like he was bad
quarterback hits or whatever it was. It was not a good stat. And I was like, yeah.
Oh, there you go. That might be it.
Oh, is that it? Oh, that's the Forbes thing. I don't know why that's even coming in. I didn't type it.
Huh.
Look, it's just like it's
just catching up to everything.
It's because I'm like scrolling through. I guess it's a glitch. Where are these comments coming from? All I did was scroll back in the chat room, and then they all popped in. Oh my gosh!
Podcast settings now, dude.
yeah. Like, what is that? Where are these comments coming from? Oh my goodness. Anyway.
So yeah, generally, I mean, all the skill positions looked really good. The big problem was looking at the offensive line, and they've impressed people again, freaking the F out. We're just like, this line's worse than the one we had last year, and I was just like, stop right now. You think this line is worse than one with Trey, not the baseball player Turner, and Norwell?
Dude, Trey, the baseball player Turner would have probably done a better job than the other Trey Turner that was playing offensive line. Yeah, Trey Turner and Norwell were just bad, dude. Those were some of the worst pickups I've ever seen Ron Rivera make. And weren't they like, at least one of them was a Carolina dude, wasn't he?
Both of them were Carolina dudes. They were like the last Carolina dudes that we picked up from the Ron era. And I mean, both those guys were way broken out. Like this year, a little while ago, like Trey Turner signed with the Saints like a week ago or a week and a half ago. And I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe he's still playing. I can't believe he can still walk. And then he did the first practice. He like got a season-ending injury. The very first practice.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, so we're not that
bad. This line
is
definitely better than those guys.
But I hope that Josh Harris came in there and was like, "Hey Ron, like I need to get a good impression of him. I haven't figured it out yet. Hey Ron, he sounds like a surfer, but from like California, but he's not. But anyway." He was like, hey, Ron, you need to stop getting old Carolina dudes in. I mean, that's what they need to say. But, yeah.
I think back to that. Last of those guys that we're ever going to get. Like, because, I mean, that was it 6 years ago they was working out there?
Something like that.
I guess 4 years ago. But still, I mean, how many of those guys are still playing? But you know what's going to happen? Somebody, eventually, someone's this year at some point is going to be like, the Redskins the Commanders need Cam Newton.
No, they're not. They're not going to say that because my dog, Hal, is going to be tearing it up. I want to get back to that first drive that could have been when your dog, Master Bates, dropped the pass that was beautifully put right into his hands. That drive would have continued, and then the other penalty that knocked that one off the line with Wiley. If Bates would have caught that, I want to say we were down at I don't know, close to red zone. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Call me out, guys, if I'm wrong.
Bates catches those passes 9 times out of 10. He only gets targeted once or twice a game, and he almost always catches it. So he's not like he's out there like Gary Clark being 50-50.
No. I'm not giving him a cut for that. I'm just saying if he would have caught that, how much better would have Howell looked in his outing? He was already 9 of 12.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been probably at least got us a field goal right there. Yeah. And then after that penalty, that first Wiley penalty, we couldn't. I think there was a sack after that. Was there? And then that drive was over. And then don't even get me going on the safety one. He held on that one, dude.
Oh yeah, 100%. But we'll see. Like I said,
yeah, they replayed that, and I was just like, yeah. While you were watching some Atari 2600 version of the game, I was watching. What was it? It was that comedian that's in those Bally's gambling ads with Egyptian thing, like Caesars or Bally's, or I think maybe Caesars. He's a comedian who's apparently from a town in North Carolina, about an hour and a half from Harry Hog Studios East. What's his name?
DJ Smooth? DB Smooth with a V?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know who he is, but I'm not one to ask for. I could Google it. DJ Smooth.
No, Smooth with a V, dude. Smooth.
Oh, okay.
JB Smooth with a V, dude, with a V.
All right, I'm Googling him.
JB Smooth.
JB Smooth.
And the Smooths.
Oh, that dude. That's the guy from Curb Your Enthusiasm, dude. He was hilarious on there.
He's 50-something, man.
He's the dude that played Mr. Black.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my gosh, that shit was hilarious.
His grandma, and he was like, "Oh, we need to fix this house up because this is where we always have summer vacations when everyone was growing up and everything." And they went to the house, and the house was falling down. It was just a little. So basically, they tore it down and brought in a modular house that was built, in pieces on trucks, and put it together as their new house. And I was like, who's even going to live in this house? No one lives there. I don't even know why they're building a house. No one lives there. And it was next to another kind of junky house. And with Kevin. Oh yeah, he does stuff with Kevin Hart.
I don't know, but
and he does what is it? Some commercial with Guy Fieri at National Harbor or something like that. DC. I see him every morning when I have NBC Sports Washington.
Dude, can I ask you something? Is this podcast about JB Smoove or about the Redskins?
I told you that you need to look him up, man.
Yeah, but then you're still telling me his entire IMDb database bibliography is what you're going through right now. And he was on a Caesars commercial, and he was on an Eastern Motors commercial.
No, it wasn't on an Eastern Motors commercial. It was on the National Harbor commercial, which is a big gambling thing.
Okay.
I have no idea what it is, but it was him and Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri was cooking food and throwing flames around.
Wait, so Kenny Ken knows who he is. Kenny Ken knows who he is if he's a big gambling dude.
Oh yeah, he was in multiple Caesars.
Kenny Ken was in the chat the other night telling me that he was gambling on
oh yeah
Indian League soccer at 4 a.m. or something like that. I don't know what it was, but anyway, all right, back to the game. Seriously, focus, dude, focus.
Oh yeah, sorry. So yeah, Wiley.
My whole point of this entire first 24 minutes of the podcast was that I thought that Hal looked exceptional and you thought he just looked okay.
I thought he was fine. Like nothing about it made me me concerned.
No, nothing. No, quite the opposite for me. Like remember his run where he like just did this stutter step and posterized the guy to get the first down. That was nice to see. You know what would have happened if Wentz ran out there and he would like fallen forward and got hit. Speaking of Wentz, dude, what was that picture? Did you see this?
I thought it was pretty funny because he was basically being like a kicker because kickers end up trying out for like half the teams in the NFL and they always get like shorts from each team when they're there. So he was wearing a piece from like each of the teams he played for. I thought it was kind of funny.
So he had like, was it a Redskins practice jersey?
By the way, he had a Redskins practice jersey,
an Eagles helmet,
and a Colt shorts, or maybe
that's it.
That flipping like between the helmet and the shorts, I don't know, but the thing for 3 teams.
You know why he had that Eagles helmet, dude? Because on his way out of the stadium, he had to wear that thing when he left their stadium for good. He needed it for protection.
He's still unemployed, by the way.
And why he thought that was like, this is going to be a great move. I'm going to wear all 3 teams things to show all the teams I got cut from, so another team might give me a shot. I mean, what was that? Anyway,
someone's going to sign him in this season. Someone's going to give him one more chance in this season.
Who's going to do it? Let's take bets.
Man, Houston didn't look all that great with their quarterbacks.
Dude, both of our quarterbacks looked fine. Both of them.
I don't feel bad. I don't feel worried about it at all. I mean, Jake. The only person I'm worried about it is Jake Fromm.
Jake from State Farm is not. Hopefully, he won't have to go on the field, but you never know with us. But no, I was really impressed with Hal. I mean, I look forward to seeing him. I'm glad they kept him in as long as he did too, because he kind of got the how do I say it? That slow start wasn't his fault, like all of his throws were like on the money. He was doing what he was supposed to do, and it was like we needed to see more, and I'm glad they left him in as long as they did. So
well, I know that on Monday night coming up, we're facing the Ravens. The Ravens. Their defensive line is not very good, so I really want to see what our offensive line is going to do against that not good defensive line.
C-Jack 17. See you later, dude.
See you, dude.
Go get some food. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I don't know really anything about the Ravens, to tell you the truth, but except they have Lamar Jackson. But I want to see how our defense handles Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, because with what's-his-face, the quarterback of the Browns, he actually looked like vintage.
Yeah.
Man, he looked – unfortunately, he looked good because everyone knows all the stuff he's been accused of and everything.
Yeah, I was way more concerned about how our defense looked against the Browns starting offense than vice versa, our offense against their defense.
Yeah.
Like, if you would ask me, the team that looked further ahead, first teamers, the offense looked further, you know what I mean, further ahead than our defense. But yeah. Chase Young almost got a sack, and I was like, where's your arm, son? Like, what? Wrap him up. Someone said that he got tackled on that play, though. I'm not sure I saw that.
Maybe that's when he got his stinger.
Yeah, that was the last play he was in on, I think, when he hit Watson. Should have taken him down. But they pretty much marched up the field, if you didn't see the game, and then our defense at the goal line shut it down. Emmanuel Toothpick Legs Forbes on third down came and got a huge stop, and then Sweat stopped him 3 or 4 yards back in the backfield on fourth down to stop that drive there. So that was good to see that they clenched,
man. They fingered the clincher, man.
They clinchered it, and that was good to see. So,
Well, maybe this year Casimir Allen's going to be the new Fincher the clincher.
Yeah. What about that catch that Pringle dude made? I think was that Jacoby Brissett that threw it to him?
I think it was a 32-yarder.
That was a nice one, dude. That was a pretty catch.
Cole Turner had 4 catches.
Oh yeah, I knew you were going to bring up the Frosted Hoss. He had a great game.
I'm telling you, if he can stop getting concussed, he's going to be good. He's going to be a good pass catching tight end.
Dude, do you think Logan Thomas might get cut at this point? Tooth. There's a tooth flying around.
I don't know. I really don't know.
What's he getting paid? I mean, he's okay, right? Like, I guess we're going to see him this week. He had some kind of tightness, I guess. There's like not a big injury.
Right.
Oh, here, there's an update. Hogs Haven has it. Our good friends at Hogs Haven. This was from yesterday. Benjamin St. Juice tweaked his ankle. Did he even play last week? Because I don't remember seeing him in.
I think he did, but I don't remember. I remember more like Danny Johnson and
Holmes.
And Percy Butler and Holmes. Yeah, in there.
Yeah, those dude had good.
and
my gosh.
David Dan Mayo.
Oh my gosh, Johnny Cassidy. Did you see what he was putting up for? Like, it was like floating around the screen. Johnny, put in like 50 of those. I want to see him floating around. Let's see. It says that Thomas is just. It just says easy. It just says that he's. It's cautious. That's all it says. They want to be. They want to be careful with him.
Yeah, they're saying that about everybody. They don't want him to start getting hurt already. Obviously.
I don't know. Frosted Hoss had a good game. I saw Terry, I think, only make 1 catch, but it was a kind of in traffic diving catch.
Yeah.
What's the other line on it? What's the line on the rest of our receivers if you still have it? Like DME Brown? DME Brown, did he make any noise? Because I know
I think I already said that 13 guys caught balls in this game. So whatever person you think caught a ball, if John Adams caught a ball, he's probably on there. If Aaron Allen caught a ball, he might be on there as well. Brian Robinson's on there. Curtis Hodges. Marcus Kemp.
That's the dude that came over from the Chiefs.
Derek Gore also from there.
Yeah, we have so many receivers, dude. I don't know who. We got to cut them.
Good people cut.
Yeah, which is a good problem to have. Cutting good people. And what about running backs? I think, unfortunately, my dog Jarrett Patterson's going to be,
yeah, definitely.
Odd man out.
He's going to get a lot in there.
Chris Rodriguez, he looked good.
Rodriguez, Robinson, Antonio Gibson, maybe Derek Gore.
I don't know, but I was impressed with Chris Rodriguez's running. I mean, I know he was going against like third team and stuff, but he was running like a madman.
Yeah.
So, yep. What about the kicking situation? Joey Sly versus Badgley. I don't remember them missing any kicks between them.
They did not. Joey Sly had a 49-yard field goal. He went out there, he flexed, and then he kicked the field goal, kicked all his extra points. Badgley had his 1 extra point.
And for Joey Sly, it's the extra points. Joey Sly, you worry more about the extra points than the field goals for some reason.
Yeah, really. So that's why they had him on 4 of them, and the other guy only had 1. But I mean, it's Joey Sly's job to lose.
Yeah, I think.
And we had some punter in because Tress Way was slightly hurt. Is some dude named Colby, like Colby Jack Cheese, Wad Man. His name is Colby Jack Cheese, Wad Man.
Well, that Wad Man dude actually did a pretty good job. I didn't see any bad punts from him.
Yeah.
So he was fine.
This is one of those teams, like for both those guys, the backups. This is one of those teams where they're gonna go through, and if they have a good showing, another team's going to pick them up somewhere.
Yep. Tress Way played though. He held for the kicks.
Yeah, that's right.
When's the last time you saw a team carry 2 punters? Well, I guess it wasn't. I mean, we got 80 people or whatever, so it doesn't matter, but still.
Yeah. Last time I saw us have 2 kickers was Norvell's last game.
A day that will live in infamy for us. Ended with your flat tire.
Norvell, what are you doing? And ended with the flat tire as the sun was coming up. Oh, man. What a horrible 24 hours.
Yeah, why did it take us? Oh, was it a night game? Why did it take us so long?
Game, and then we had more refreshments after the game with other people.
Oh yeah, and then we had to wait forever before we could leave. And then we made it back to New York, and it was like, punctured the tire.
As soon as I parked, it was like you felt the car.
It just went
forward.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so
felt the tire.
It's because New York has those dumb like metal things in the curbs for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. Like, I guess it's supposed to keep the curb from wearing down, but all it really does is the curb still wears down to where it's just a piece of sharp metal pointing at people's tires.
Pointing right into the sidewall of a dumb person's tires. Yeah.
Anyway, who else was I going to talk about here? I had a point to make in this podcast. Well, anyway, I can't think of it. What else you want to talk about before we get our games and kicks?
Kicks. Did we get the scissors on there? Scissors on there.
Yeah, fake Johnny Cassidy put in about 50 scissors popping through. So,
Cut. Well, I mean, all in all, we had a good first game. We had fans that showed up in Cleveland.
Oh, yes. Thank you for bringing that up. Josh Harris, in his interview, the thing that stuck with me the most was when they started interviewing him, and I think it was Logan.
He was in the front row, by the way.
In the rain.
Front row. In the rain, in the stadium. Front row.
I was thinking about this during the whole game. You know how we would fantasize that we could buy the team back in the day, and we're like, we'd be down in the stands, we wouldn't be up in the booth, all that stuff. He's doing like all the stuff we said we would do if we owned the team.
Yeah.
Front row.
The exact opposite of Dan Snyder.
Yeah. And they interviewed him. What's the guy, Ponyboy? Pawson. Logan Pawson interviewed him in the stands, and he was like, how is it watching, your team's first game with your son? And he was like, first of all, it's not my team. It's the city's team. Second of all, it's great. And just that, mindset was just like, oh, yeah, I like this dude. And he's just, going around. Did you happen to watch that? Someone posted it in the Discord room. The Commander's Log episode 6, where it was all the behind-the-scenes stuff.
I went through the whole thing.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
I love the part where the old players like Daryl Green and everyone were in there introducing themselves, and they all got their little things about themselves that makes them stick out. He goes, instead of being like what years he played, he was like Daryl Green, 20 years.
Yeah, that's what I said. And then Doc Walker was like 1982 through eternity.
Yeah, like just different people. It's like the guy back in 5th grade who would be like present instead of here.
Or like Milo Effler on the intro on Monday Night Football.
Well, if he makes the team for the next Monday night game, then he's made it.
How did our linebackers do in this game?
Who?
Cody Barton.
I saw Cody Barton running around in there.
Was Jamin Davis in there? I don't remember them making a huge impact, but maybe that was just me. I mean,
I remember Jamin Davis chasing after Deshaun Watson a couple plays.
I do remember seeing Jamin Davis in there because I was like, wait, I thought he was in jail for speeding or something.
Not yet.
You know who was in jail? Fred Smoot.
Oh yeah, dude, Fred Smoot. Golly, man, the man who signed my helmet, F. Dallas.
Dude, hold it up. I want to see it. Is it handy?
It is.
So apparently Fred Smoot was arrested for, I could be incorrect on this, so don't quote me, but was it for like, wasn't he arrested for like not paying child support or something like that?
It's something like that. It's
some domestic thing, not violence.
I have a feeling, like a lot of other guys, he probably blew through his money stupidly.
And now he has to do like...
Cliff Portis is in jail for the same thing.
Now he has to do a post.
Dallas sucks. F Dallas, so he has to do stuff like this.
Dude, it's guaranteed authentic.
He's right there signing it.
He got an extra $5 for putting F Dallas on there. Dallas.
Probably he's like, I'm going to put it on every helmet.
Dallas.
Bam,
bam. It kind of works most of the time.
Hey, man, not so bad. 579 episodes in, and we kind of get the sound right finally.
Kind of. You did cut out for a minute, but since then it's.
I did but I think that was the storms coming through.
The storm. All right. Okay. Well, on that note, do you know what it's time for? I have no idea if this is going to work. I didn't check these wires.
Oh man, what's it going to do?
I don't know if it's going to work. Let's try it. And now, the Kick in the Balls Award.
I don't hear it.
I didn't hear it either, but I saw it. Did you see it? There it is.
I saw it. There it is again.
So apparently the sound for this doesn't work, but at least this works.
You are a loser, sir.
That's the new music for it. Okay.
Bill, come back. Come back.
Yeah, he should be back by now.
William, come back.
I know the Sean the Sixth was easing his toe into the waters this week in the Discord room. He's been around. He was in there today earlier.
Yep.
So eventually,
come on back. We've gotten through the lowest time of the whole Washington football team existence. We've been through like the bottom, and now we're coming up into the promised land.
Come on in. The water is fine.
Water is fine.
Anyway, Kick in the Balls Award. John, I'll let you go first on this one.
My Kick in the Balls Award this time, because I've got a really good one for my game ball, but my Kick in the Balls Award.
I know who my kick's going to.
My Kick in the Balls Award is going to Jamin Davis, because every time I saw him in that game, he was just chasing. He was chasing Deshaun
Watson.
Stupid quarterback, Deshaun Watson. I can't call him the names I usually call him. Well, I can, but I'm not going to. He was chasing after him, but I never really saw him do anything. He was like a half step behind everything, so he's probably thinking about his upcoming court dates. He needs to call Jason. He needs to call Jason Worth and be like, "Dude, am I gonna go? Do I need to go to the pound me in the prison? Is it gonna be bad, dude? Seriously." Jason Worth will probably lie to him too.
Well, dude, I'm glad that you left me with mine because I had no other option besides Wiley.
Oh yeah, dude. Absolutely.
That dude. Oh my gosh.
Wiley? Hopefully we'll be better in the next game.
Hopefully, yes. But we're gonna start having to put a Wiley report on here. Wiley report.
Wiley. Because I mean, dude, I remember Chris Samuels would like miss stuff every now and then you find out it's not him missing that guy. Like he's blocking the right guy. It's someone else missed that assignment.
It could have been.
So I mean, everybody has issues.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But I haven't heard Ron Rivera come out and say that. We need to get some things corrected, he says. Yeah, well, we know that. But overall, it was a great first preseason game. Okay, so that is Johnny Cassidy, aka Three-Peat. Are you gonna throw out your
Yeah, dude, throw out your game ball, or sorry, your kick in the ball.
Throw out your kick, dude. Throw out your kick, Johnny Cassidy. Hello? All right, he doesn't want to. He doesn't get one. The catch by Chips. I like this new little system that I have.
Yeah, he's talking about the one by Pringle, not the Pringle that went to Virginia Tech. This guy went to another. Excuse me. You talked about it last week.
Oh, he's giving his to the Bates, the tight end for the drop. Okay, that's a good one too. Yeah, I mean Pringle, dude. I think Pringle might make the team.
It's gonna be really interesting to see the next game coming up on Monday night. So I'm looking forward to that.
Gotcha.
You ready for the game balls?
Oh, I'm ready. Let's see what happens when I hit the button. There's no sound. The Game Ball Award, coveted and ever elusive, brought to you by Ridapoo. I'm gonna fix that for next week. I'm gonna wiggle those wires. All right,
virtual wires.
The Game Ball. I'll let you go first again because I'm generous today.
Oh, dude, my game ball goes to none other than John Roy Ridgway for picking up that fumble with his 330-pound massive body. Oh, he picked up that fumble, and I thought that was really nice. That guy originally from the Dallas Cowboys practice squad is just something else, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
They said today that Danny Johnson got body slammed in that practice. John Ridgway got body slammed a guy in a game last year. He just slammed him down.
Yeah, John Ridgway played for Dallas
Cowboys practice squad.
Dallas.
I
love it. It just pops up. If you guys are listening on Spotify or iTunes or whatever, we have it programmed so that if I say the word Dallas, it comes up on the screen with an anti-Dallas symbol. But it waits till I finish the whole sentence, right? I have to shut up before it'll do it. That's hilarious. All right. How about them Cowboys? It's supposed to work when I say Cowboys too, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, the John Ridgway went to Arkansas, just like your boy that center that we got.
Oh, Ricky Stromberg.
Stromberg.
I didn't realize he went to Arkansas.
Yeah, both these guys played at Arkansas.
Razorbacks.
He was picked. Right. He was picked in the 5th round by Dallas, and then they put him on the practice squad. And we claimed him. We claimed his 20 pounds in girth.
All right, I want to give an offensive and a defensive game ball if that's allowed. Ooh. I'm basically gonna give Josh's for him since he didn't bother to watch the game.
Who said that, dude?
My offensive game ball is going to Jahan Dotson for that awesome route catch and little duck through into the end zone. That was fun to watch. That was really fun to watch. You know what else was fun to watch? When we get down there in end zone, we actually score points instead of missing field goals or getting a field goal.
Trying to drive the ball in by rushing the ball in, and we just don't have the people who can rush the ball, man. We had Trey Turner and Norwell as guards. They couldn't do anything.
Yeah, but now we're just tossing the ball all over the field. It was fun to watch. It was a fun offense to watch.
Oh yeah, you could see all those wrinkles coming in from Bieniemy. That's for sure. I mean, just watching the game, it was I think the third quarter when I was watching the second half or the abridged second half, and man, it just Norvell Jr.'s son just sucks. He just sucks. He's a terrible offensive coordinator. I hope no one else hires him. He's terrible. Like his dad he was great with Dallas at the time, but he wasn't great with us. He wasn't really great with anybody else. And the son is nowhere near as good as him.
Dude, I'll be glad not to see the Norvell coaching tree, so to speak, on our team anymore. His coaching tree.
That's another thing I'm glad we got rid of. If we can just get rid of this commander's name and get a real name.
Yeah, then it'll be another fresh start. Another fresh start. Like that's it.
Contenders now.
I mean, we pretty much have 99% of the fresh start that we wanted. This will give us the 100% of the fresh start. Like, why didn't we just keep Washington football team until the new owner? Like, why did Dan Snyder have to insist on changing the name another time when he knew he was gonna like sell the team in like a few more months? What the heck?
I don't think he really knew at that point.
Okay, but he mucked that up.
He mucked up everything.
Anyway, he's done. We don't have to talk about it.
Up!
And in fact, I had a conversation with you earlier, like a week or so ago, about our podcasts are going to be like half as long because we don't have all this stuff to complain about anymore.
For now.
Yeah, for now. Anyway, okay, so my other game ball is going to your dog, number 13, Emmanuel Forbes, for flying in there on that third down at the goal line and making that stop after everyone's been like, that dude's too small to play, including us. And he just went in there. Deion Sanders wouldn't have done that. He would have been walking out of the back of the end zone. You know he would have. That dude shied away from any kind of contact. That dude never jumped in on a tackle if he didn't have to, if it wasn't right in front of his face.
I know.
Anyway.
And Forbes, he just gets to the ball. He knows.
Yeah.
He's just around the ball all the time.
I'm excited to watch that guy.
I am too.
I think he's going to be solid for us, hopefully.
Yeah.
Because his legs aren't.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. They may be toothpicks, but they're strong toothpicks. Anyway. So that's it. I don't know if anyone's in the chat room anymore. Did everyone leave our chat room? They got so bored with us. Except for 3Pete and Johnny Cassidy, who's the same dude. Brock Taylor's still in there, I think. C-Jack had to go.
C-Jack 17 had to go, too.
Where's Shanny? Where's Shanny been? What in the heck?
I don't know. Hey, we got somebody, Hal for MVP, in there. I don't know what he's doing, though. He's not in there in the room right now.
What's he doing? Playing Call of Duty or something?
No, he's got the moon on there. He's idle.
Oh, he's idle. Okay. So 3Pete's saying Forbes and Hal, I agree. And to note, I was one of the pro Forbes before, during draft and after. It sounds what 3Pete is trying to say in a roundabout, long, unabridged manner.
I called it.
Is what he's trying to say. The unabridged.
I called it.
That's Josh for the new people around.
You know, Josh, you might hear him once or twice this season.
He tries to come in once or twice a year. Dude, I was just in Scotland. They have great wheatgrass, man. It's awesome.
Anyway, does that about round it out for this week? Is that rounded out, or is there something else you wanted to talk about?
No, man. Let's get going. We're going to be the last game this weekend, Monday Night Football. We'll have our next podcast next Tuesday, the day afterwards. I'm pumped, man. Almost everything is looking positive.
There's our music. Yeah, dudes.
I couldn't hear it last week.
Can you hear it this week?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'd like to give a shout out to everybody in the peanut galleries and the chat war, which were Brock Taylor, Johnny Cassidy, 3Pete, C-Jack 17, DJ Cool 4. Who else was in there? Chris Comerton, maybe?
Shem was in there, same podcast tonight, but he didn't show up. Probably working. Chris Compton was in earlier on. Shanny, like you said, Bud Light a Goat.
Yep. Send us an email hhfpodcast@gmail.com. Give us a ring on the hog line, 202-735-1788.
Absolutely. Goes right to voicemail.
And join our Discord room where people are in there 24/7 talking about your team. DC's team, not Josh Harris's.
DC's team, the greater DMV area.
And that's tinyurl.com/HarryHF is the shortcut to the Discord room.
Correct. HARRY HF.
Anyway, I think that about rounds it out. We'll talk to you guys next week. And as always, hail to the Redskins. And if you see a Cowboys fan, if you see a Dallas fan,
if you see Ezekiel Elliott guy wearing his jersey, the brand new Patriot, Ezekiel Elliott, you know what to do.
Jump!